Brzenk's predictions on East versus West 11 supermatches. Mindaugas Tarasaitis versus Daniel Procopciuc. I'll never vote against Daniel. I only have experience pulling with Daniel, and the little bit that I have pulled with him, I could barely beat him. I think Daniel is the favorite. Oleg Zhokh versus Avtandil Tutberidze. It depends on how much Oleg has progressed since his accident. He's seemingly getting better and stronger. If he's anywhere near what he used to be, it's hard for anybody to beat him. Gripping Oleg hand to hand is very awkward to apply your best pressure. Zurab Tavberidze versus Artem Taynov. All I can say is what I saw how Taynov competed against Sasho, so I think he would be the favorite against Zurab. Todd Hutchings versus Dadikyan. David's got to pull Todd like Prudnik did, like he has to flash pin Todd. I think he has the ability because his flexor, his cup, is world-class good. If Todd stops the match, especially if they're in the straps, then I think Todd will win. If the first match goes to Todd's side of the table, then Todd wins easy, but I think David has formidable chances if he's quick enough and he knows where to pull, but he's not going to outlast Todd if it becomes a war. If it stops anywhere, Todd wins. Alijan Muratov versus Evgeny Prudnik. Alijan beat Cody Merritt and Petrenko. Prudnik's match against Dadikyan was impressive. It's hard to say who wins. I don't know who to bet on against in this match. Reno Masic versus Ivan Matyushenko. Ivan is probably in my eyes from what I've seen the last couple times in line to pull Devon. He's just mowing through people pretty effortlessly. Artem Morozov versus Alex Kordecha. We haven't seen Alex for 2 years. Who knows where Alex is at? Even if he's in his best form, that's a tough match for him to beat Morozov. Paul Lin versus Irakli Zarakashvili. Paul is not easy to top roll. I think that Irakli is going to have a hard time with Paul. Paul's arm strength is better than Irakli. If it gets turned down wrist to wrist, or if he's able to maintain his wrist. I see the arms going to Paul's side of the table, but it's a super close match. Irakli might not have the arm strength to finish Paul even if he gets the hand advantage. Paul keeps getting stronger. He might be the favorite. Matt Mask versus Wagner Bortolato. Matt's weak area is his arm strength and the side pressure. Matt should have hand control. He looks really good lately. He destroyed Ron, which isn't an easy task, so I'm going to lean towards Matt beating Wagner. Robbie Topi versus Aymeric Pradines. Aymeric doesn't look like much, but I know he's super strong, and I haven't pulled Robbie that much. My experience with Robbie was probably 15 years ago, so it doesn't really apply. I have really absolutely no idea how that it would go. Brzenk versus Krasimir Kostadinov. I weigh 105 kilos. I'll do one last training on 4th and 5th in Las Vegas with Devon and other arm wrestlers. I've got my good days and bad days of trainings. Some days I struggle during some workouts, and other days I think I can still push through it, and I can do it. I've been training hard. I've done everything I can do. I would be happy if Krasimir tries to top roll. I will do my best to beat Krasimir. Marcio Barboza versus Oleg Petrenko. I don't see Marcio beating Petrenko inside. Petrenko has got very good hand control. I'll be surprised if Marcio gets outside and pulls off a top roll. Oleg has better arm strength and side pressure than Marcio, but Marcio does have the back pressure, and if he can get outside a little bit, he could have his chance. This will be a tough match.